Wonge varini kinyokin kikusiake maninki.
Hello, everyone. Hope you are all doing good. Thanks for tuning Uninstall the Noise podcast. And today we have Eric with us, Eric Bannavti. Thank you so very much for connecting with us. He is an AI and digital literacy through leadership program manager and an author focused on helping organizations adopt AI responsibility. So he works with leaders to bridge the gap between AI capabilities and the real business outcomes. His work centered on executive readiness, governance, and turning AI initiatives into structured and scalable programs. So program is the highlight here. Everybody is talking about AI responsibility, but he's an advocate of project management, and we will listen to him more today that how we can relate these two things where we have the AI and the project management together. Eric is also the author of How to Stay in Control in the Artificial Intelligence Era, and another book which is Facts, Filters, and Traps. Thank you so very much, Eric, for tuning today.
Thank you very much for having me, Adeel. Thank you for that warm presentation. It's my honor to be here with you today. Hello, everyone.
Lovely. Thanks a lot. So, Eric, I got a quote from you. Let's start from there. Speed is useful, but direction is everything. Can you relate to today's topic, which is related to AI and project management?
I think with the way AI is moving today, AI is just like when the Industrial Revolution came with cars. So it's something new. I know it is everywhere. It's causing a lot of fear, but I want people to know that it's just another technology innovation. Like the Industrial Revolution came with cars, the internet came, and all of us are using the internet now. So AI is here to stay, and we have to embrace it. It is already here. We have to shun the fear and everything. So I reached out to you because I saw your work in cybersecurity and I saw an alignment with my work in AI, digital literacy, and project management. So thank you for, I think we've had several meetings, and thank you for your openness and your collaboration, for accepting to join me on this journey. I appreciate that. And that collaboration is what we need in this new world to figure out things together.
Undoubtedly, that's really amazing that you tune this speed is useful, but direction is everything, connecting to how it's connected in this today's world. That's really awesome. What is your mission, Eric?
Yeah, my mission is to help individuals and organizations stay in control in the age of artificial intelligence by strengthening how they think, decide, and operate in this machine-driven world, which is announcing to be very frightful for some, but those who understand how technology moves, they will not be frightful by anything. So I'm also focused on building global awareness around AI literacy and responsible adoption, working with enterprises, using universities, government to ensure AI is not just powerful, but understood and governed, align human resources with outcomes.
Lovely. That's really great answer. Bridging towards project management, which is your unique angle, I need to know that most organizations treat AI as a tech experiment. So where does project management discipline change this game?
Yeah, I think, first of all, organizations are AI is not failing because of technology. It's failing because organizations lack the clarity, governance, and execution discipline to roll with it. So most companies think they have an AI strategy. What they actually have is an AI activity. So AI increases productivity, it amplifies mistakes if governance isn't in place. So the project management domain will not be different. So all the mistakes, all the biases that exist already, AI will just come in to amplify it. So it will help us accomplish work faster, project work, and all of that, and amplify all the biases as well. So anything that already exists, I will just amplify it, the good and the bad. So that's how I see it in the project management world. So companies that win won't be the ones that adopt AI the fastest. They'll be the ones that adopt it safely and execute it correctly.
True, undoubtedly. So if I use this perspective in that thing that if AI is the engine, just to echo your words, would you say project management is sort of a steering wheel of that engine, or why not? If you agree or don't agree, if you can highlight.
I think how I think AI will impact project management is like, since it increases speed, the project management ensures direction. Without structure, AI just accelerates chaos. So what organizations need is alignment between AI capability, governance, and execution.
Make total sense. Let's shift gears towards something related to execution reality, which is gold right now. Why do so many AI initiatives fail after the POC stages?
I think they fail because most companies, before they adopt tools, before defining ownership, like governance and risk, so they move fast, but in the wrong direction.
Lovely point of ownership. That's the key because the use cases are not defined, the owners are not defined, and sometimes it's just a blame game which we are seeing in the market that this is cybersecurity, information security problem, or this is CTO problem, or this is leadership problem. So undoubtedly, the ownership that is the key, and especially if related to if you have the data owners, if you have the use cases, I think that's the best starting or initiating point.
Yeah.
100%. That's great. In of leaders rethink these timelines, scope, and success metrics. What do you say, especially for the AI projects?
What leaders can do is they not focus on tools only, but they should focus on leadership clarity. So understanding what it means for their businesses, the risk involved, and how decisions will be made. Not focusing on tools too. So on the human judgment and human aspects that come with using the AI. So
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your books? It's a great opportunity. You are with us, multiple books. So if you can highlight like the thought process for each book.
Well, first one, the filters and traps is my experiences and all the tips and tricks I've learned. So why being a media person for the past 15 years. So mostly a social media person. So I joined media. I was mostly like the social media guy for all the media projects I worked on. So the facts, filters, and traps, all the tips, all the tricks are mastered to stay relevant and in social media space. So the book is all about navigating social media in the age of alternative truth. Then the second one, how to stay in control in the artificial intelligence era. So it's more like mastering your identity, skills, and power in the machine-driven world. So it's like a human guide. It does not talk about any tool. It does not talk about prompting. It's just more like how to stay human, how to keep your human judgment, how to not be carried away by the hype of AI, of artificial intelligence. So that's what the book mostly about.
Awesome, Eric. Awesome. I to definitely read this, and it's like the book is it's related, was AI and us, the humans, the ethical problem, the ethical choices. So I think, write another book together.
Absolutely, yeah, we can work on that. I'm up for that. We can work on that.
Lovely. Good to know that. Um, let's shift gear towards the AI governance. Again, that's your strength, AI governance. But where does it practically sit inside a project lifecycle?
Governance is exposure. You see, so most AI strategies are actually experiments. So AI does not replace complexity or remove it; it shifts it. So execution is a real bottleneck in AI adoption. So governance, just like my book is a guide, governance is like a guide in a larger scale on how to remain compliant while using AI. So it's a very important aspect, not only in AI, but since the focus is on AI, we need to lay emphasis on that.
Cool. Usually this word of a referee, now playground, AI governance is referee. So, and I always quote this Elon Musk statement that if on a playground there are more referees than that's also a mess. And if there is zero referee, that's also a mess. So it need to be like a balance. 100. I agree with you, because obviously we innovation in this side of it, and then there is raise different company, different geographical locations.
Yeah, the security and governance, they are critical. That's where your work comes in, because without the layer, AI adoption create more like exposure, so it's a very great domain. And I think that's your focus.
Exactly, Eric. We have to, navigate era in terms of not only the AI governance, but overall cybersecurity or information as a whole. So thank you for echoing that way. In terms of human factor, which you identified, especially with regards to your book also. Are we overestimating AI or underestimating people?
Oh, I think it's more is fear. I know we're in a world where people's attitude determines trends and all of that. So I think what I see more is like fear. There's on one side a lot of
Mhm.
hype, and there's a lot of
Mhm.
fear on one side. So we need to bring everything
Mhm.
to the center where
Mhm.
there's less hype and focus on facts and less. So the hype is kind of getting
Yeah,
so yeah. So that's what
there
I
need to
think.
be a balance or something in
There needs
between.
to be a
I
balance.
remember, yeah, when you speaking, I remember on Reddit, the page r slash obviously open claw, for and that's about hype. If you
Mhm.
scroll that page, it's all about
Absolutely.
hype, hype, hype. There's another page that is not open claw, that is better claw. So not to go in that hype thingy, right? An amazing video I watched, I think yesterday night also, which was discussing that even just for pulse checking of open claw, you're checking it every 30 minutes.
Mhm.
It's you at least $86 per month.
Right.
So like, one the hype regarding any tool or any specific project.
Mhm.
Another is the literal use cases. So if it's dying or if a tool is hyping, we need to find the balance that what exact is solving.
Mhm.
We need to take care for the API tokens and MCP tokens and the also. Otherwise, meta, we are not, we're fighting over that who will consume more
Oh, consume,
APIs.
yeah. Yeah,
We
and
can.
the is because of my other book comes about is because media compensates engagement. So a lot of people are not focusing on the on substance. They are triggering
Mhm.
emotions and driving and farming for engagement. So that's what is
Mhm.
driving the fear and pushing people to do a lot of hype. So I mean that if you do on social media today, you can go viral. They are not actually morally acceptable things. So that sort of people who are just farming engagements and looking for trends and looking for followers, they focus more on the hype. So there's a
Yes,
lot
yeah,
of that's title of the podcast is very important.
true, true.
Existing, I mean, yeah.
Again, that's your here. By the way, like about project management overall, the major goal. I'm sure that there are some project managers also listening to this
Mhm.
conversations.
Right.
What skills do project managers need to stay relevant in this AI first world?
I think they need to be open-minded. First of all, to be a project manager, you need to be very open-minded, open to the tools, to not be a regular person who is scared of using the tools. Try to use the tools. Like I said, it makes your work easier, faster, and it magnifies your mistakes too. So they need to stay more open-minded and grounded and level-headed in using all the tools.
Yes, Eric, because now even if a guy have not done PMP,
Mhm.
he write ChatGPT to create a project charter, right?
Absolutely.
So problem, we're in today is that
Yeah, you need a project charter, but you still need to have some more details about the project.
true, true.
That's-
And I need to highlight one more point when we're talking project management.
Mhm.
What best quote which I love under project management is inform stakeholders are happy stakeholders.
Definitely.
Like days, I love this quote, and I echoed this 100 times.
Mhm.
And in AI era, you don't have the like try to grasp this idea that we don't have fully understanding of everything. And
Mhm.
once as a project manager don't have the understanding that what's going on, how he will inform his stakeholders.
Definitely.
What do you say on that?
Yeah, I mean, because stakeholders, they go by information that's channeled to them, right? So you can be misguided by the wrong information. So that's is very important. There's just like with social media, there's a lot of true and false stuff. So AI will not come into your space and have
Mhm.
every information about your space. You still need to feed AI with the information, you see, for them to actually facilitate your work, summarize maybe something. Yeah. So you need to fit the information. So you see, the human is still at the center of everything.
Mhm.
So I know the hype makes people feel like, oh, are we going to automate everything? No, you see, AI is not organizing this meeting for us. We still need two
True,
humans to have a podcast. You see,
true.
podcast like this one.
That's also changing a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we have faceless YouTube
True.
videos, YouTube channels, but guess what? They're not going to exist if a human does not actually come and create the so I have a friend who is some cartoon using AI, some cartoon. He told me it's a lot of work to create the cartoons and all of that. Yeah. So you still need a human to drive all of that.
True. Human in the loop, man. Like we are AI governance advocate. Human in the loop is very required. Otherwise, it would be like a mess. Two in terms of future. Thus, first is in the next 2 to 3 years. Do you think that AI will replace project managers or make critical? Which side do you think that the ship will go?
I think AI in general, the way things are going faster, we need to be more critical as human beings to exist in this space. We need to be more critical. Yeah. So not project management. All of us need to critical thinking, human judgment. Those are going to be the distinguishing tools or skill sets that will help people stand out in the AI era, not only project management. So project managers are supposed to be critical thinkers. With this AI era, they need to be more critical in their thinking to exist. Yeah, in my jobs, but it's going to create other jobs
More
too.
jobs.
Yeah.
True. Last question, I all my podcast attendees, and that if someone is listening today and wants to cut through the noise, what's the first thing they should do?
Be focused, be more deep in what you're doing. Don't be a lay person, don't be carried away by the hype. Those who are carried away by the hype are those who are not informed, so be informed as well.
Yes, Eric, that's a point. So not but depth side in the that even if one need go deep.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so very much. It was pleasure talking to you, and thanks a lot for your time. Eric, where might find you, how they can reach out to you, and how you can help them?
Yeah, reach out to me on LinkedIn, Eric Bannavti, just type my name, or Instagram.
Sure, I will add the details in the also of the. Thank you so very much, Eric, for your time, and see you very soon. But also face to face.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Wonge varini kinyokin kikusiake maninki Gloria